guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. I'm here today to bring you the review for My Hero Academia episode number 23. Yeah, let's go. You know what it was about already. I don't need to tell you. Deku vs Shoto, and yes, it was a very good fight. Best fight of the season, best episode of the season, and yeah, like I said, it was a good fight. And it was just basically it starts off with a little back and forth. You know, Shoto throwing the ice attack out there, Deku throwing a finger flick out there because that's all he could do basically. He did go for some fourth his punch later on, but for the most part, it was, just a finger flick here and there. And yeah, so that's how the fight started off. And then we got a little bit more into some more close combat fighting. And essentially, what the majority of the episode is Deku trying to convince. At first, Deku was saying, if you're just gonna come at this half-heartedly, using only half your power, only using your eyesight, I'm going to beat you. So he just there talking all that smack, really trying to convince him to use his fire side as well. Come at him at full strength. If you're taking this seriously, come at me at full strength. Yeah, it's basically saying you come in at full strength, and that's mixed in with all the, like I said, the close combat fighting. And eventually, Deku does convince him to use his fire side. And basically, how he does that, he says, "It's not your dad's power. It's your power. Yes, you may have inherited your fire powers from your dad, but it's essentially your power." And I don't know, maybe I'm jumping the gun, but I think that message that it's not your dad's power, it's your power was delivered better in the manga. That might be just me. Might be just me. But yeah, he does that. Deku does that. Convinces Shoto to use his fire power. So then it is just fully on. They have one exchange of an attack with Shoto using his fire power, and Deku goes in for a smash. And now at this time in the fight, Deku's got broken arm. Broken arm, broken fingers, and not only are his fingers broken, but he started using attacks with his broken fingers, so they're like double broken, double broken, I guess. So what was that again? So yeah, I'm basically just saying that at the time of the last attack, Deku was very damaging, and we know Shoto was damaged beforehand. The whole you can only use his eyesight for so long, and then before he starts trembling. But I think just before the final exchange attack, he does fix that with his fire side, because Deku did mention if you used your fire side, you could fix that problem. So I think he does fix that beforehand. But regardless of that, there should still be like a stamina chain, because before that he was just firing attack after attack. But one again, as was to go through the final exchange, Midnight and the guy with the concrete guy, they're like, yo, this fight's gone long enough. Deku is really damaged. If this fight goes on any further, some severe damage is gonna happen to them. Yeah, they're basically going in to stop this fight, and it was just funny because they really attempted to stop the fight, but it just did not work. Midnight got blown back. All the walls that concrete guy put up, they got destroyed as well. So yes, they interfered with the fight, and maybe they didn't get the full effect of the exchange, but Deku still lost. He was still blown back out of bounds. So yep, Deku has lost the round. And now some of you guys might be thinking, but I thought this, main character is supposed to win. Nah, not in My Hero Academia. So this tournament is going to someone else. Who do you think it's going to be? So mixed in with all of that, we get flashback and we really see how Shoto's dad treated him. We already know that Shoto's dad was raising him to surpass all might, but we get to see that within the episode, just how intense it would be. Two things that stuck out for me is the fact that Shoto didn't really get a chance to play much as a child. And the other thing as well is when Shoto is just kneeling down because I don't know. I'm guessing that his dad punched him in the stomach and he threw up. And again, this is at the age of 5, so we get to see how on it that Shoto's dad was about raising the hero that do surpass all might we know from this episode that started at a really young age. You also get to see just how close he was to his mum. You know, his mum was like the protector, I guess, kind of thing. Only to a certain point where it just being with his dad. So we know the mom doesn't really like the dad, so it just drove her crazy to the point where she didn't even like Shoto. Just looking at Shoto's left or right, I can't remember what side it is, because it just um reminded her of the dad, and just to one point it just drove her completely insane where she dashed kettle water on him, and that's why he's got the scar on the side. And she just was saying after that, and she was put into hospital. The dad put her into hospital. So the episode was really about the fight, deepening Shoto as a character, which I think is which was well done. And yeah, that's essentially what the majority of the episode was about. We did have a little scene where we had Baku, and he's basically explaining to us, like, yeah, okay, I am powerful. Shoto is powerful, but even though we are powerful, we have our limits. We can only do certain much. And then we go into an example of Baku where he goes, yeah, I have my limits, and that's the reason why for my weapon. My weapon is there to take me to just like kind of diminish my weaknesses, and that's just a little bit that's thrown in there as well. But we know what the main majority of the episode was about. And so yeah, it's because of the great fight and the deepening of Shoto. I'm going to give this a 4-star rating and call it a review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.